Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well. First of all, I apologise that the room sounds echoey. I hope that won't affect the video too much. Anyway, I have been wanting to do a video on this topic for quite a while, but I've only just managed to recently get some notes down on paper and prepare my delivery to you guys. Disclaimer, I'm not a qualified therapist, psychologist, psychiatrist, any other kind of ist. I'm just a person that feels that this topic is very, very important. I've done a lot of thinking and reflecting about it, and I do want to talk about it with you guys and bring my thoughts and tips to you guys. Why is mental health so important? Mental health is just as important as physical health. And I feel as if people are quite scared to talk about mental health. It's a taboo subject. But the two go hand in hand. Obviously, when you have something wrong with you physically, or something is going on with you physically, it's easier to identify. But with mental health, sometimes it's not as clear. And if you don't assess the problem because you feel like it's not important, it will eventually end up affecting your physical health. So the two do work hand in hand. One does affect the other. People do need to speak up about it. I don't understand why it is such a taboo thing when it is the most normal thing on the planet. Everyone has a brain, everyone has thoughts and feelings, everyone has the same emotions, and for some reason people are ashamed to admit to certain feelings and admit to certain emotions, when in fact it is the most natural thing you can do. And you know, you're not the only person ever that is going to feel a certain way. You need to remember that. You need to channel a bit of Sam Smith and know that you're not the only one. Personally, I know people who are very close and dear to me that have gone through mental health problems, and everyone I know has their ups and downs, you know, it's normal. I've also not necessarily been feeling myself recently. I feel that is due to a number of factors, but a big factor is me moving to another country. That is obviously a huge life change, and it's bound to make me feel all over the place. It is a subject that has become quite close to my heart, and that's why I wanted to share my thoughts and tips with you guys. I have got some tips and things that I want to share for times when you do feel really low. If you're going through long-term depression, or you're just feeling a bit low and have been feeling a bit low for maybe a few days or weeks. Whatever your situation, I want to reach out to you and share some things. So first of all, I've got some things to help you for if you are feeling bad at a specific point, if you are having a panic attack, or you know, a specific time when you are feeling particularly low, flat, depressed, crap in general, whatever it may be. Short-term tips, so to speak. I would say a big thing to do is really use your senses to ground you. When I say senses, I mean literally your eyes, your ears, your nose, your ability to touch and your ability to taste. All these senses will help you ground yourself and bring yourself back to the present moment, because when you're having these rapid thoughts and moments of anxiety and panic attacks, you're often thinking of hypothetical situations, things in the past, things in the future, but rarely things in the present. So it's really important to just bring yourself back to the present, because the present is your safe space. The mind is a very funny thing. You don't even need other people to make you think and feel a certain way, because your mind can do that by itself. Your mind can completely overturn a situation. You don't even have to do anything. It's all up here, and it's scary because I know that I, for one, am a person that overthinks things, and I can actually think myself into a bad mood, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. You really need to remind yourself that your thoughts are just thoughts, and they may not necessarily be relating to what is going on in the present moment. So the present moment is really important. Open your eyes, put a light on if it's dark. Look around and notice everything to make it seem more real. Really notice the sounds around you. Touch things, you know, touch yourself. Not like that. Smell, taste, and really just feel everything around you. It sounds really basic and simple, but I assure you it can help. Breathing is obviously a huge thing. You need to breathe as deeply and as slowly as possible. When you're anxious, you tend to go into this really panicky mode and you're breathing really quickly. You feel dizzy, you feel sick, but you need to just make sure that your whole body is calm. You need to breathe deeply, you need to breathe slowly. If you need to, just hold your stomach. If you need to like hold anything in particular, if you need to be alone, if you need to be with someone, whatever works for you, whatever you feel like you need to do, that is what you need to do, because that is what your body is telling you. It's going to be different for everyone, so these are just a few suggestions. Positive coping statements. It's pretty self-explanatory. You tell yourself certain things to help you calm down. You can repeat these as often as you need to. You can say them in your head, you can say them out loud. I would actually recommend saying them out loud because, like I said, it's all about making things seem real. If you're saying it, you're putting the words out there. If you're thinking it, it's still in your head. You need to get out of your head, you need to get into the present moment. So some of the coping statements I've just put down are: I can do this, this will pass, I'm okay, I don't need to rush, I can take it slow, I am safe right now, I have survived this before, I can survive this again. Thoughts are just thoughts. I can get through this and become stronger. So those are the things that I have recorded for short-term purposes, but I've also got some suggestions for feeling better and feeling more positive in the long term as well, which is, more important. The first thing I've written is frequent reflection and meditation. When I say reflection, I say taking time to be grateful about the things that you have. I don't mean overthinking things and thinking yourself into a bad mood, because like I said, that's what I do, and that is a killer. But being grateful and counting all the positive things that you have in your life. I've done frequent because when I say frequent reflection meditation, I mean you could do yoga, you could do writing, you could do drawing, you could do just resting, and obviously you might not want to do those things every single day. You could do them daily, weekly, monthly, whatever you want, just frequently. So you need to find an outlet that makes you feel calm and makes you feel relaxed, and I have learned that being on the go 24/7 is not necessarily a good thing. I'm a person that likes to be productive. Even when I'm relaxing, I still want to be productive. And I've learned that it's not always a good thing, because you should always go with your gut instinct. If your body is telling you to slow down, you need to slow down. We're not robots. We're not designed to be on the go 24/7. And even if we were robots will still eventually lose power and crash. That's exactly what happens to us when we do too much. We crash, and therefore it's important to listen to your body. Take a rest. Your health is the most important thing you have, so you need to keep your health in tip-top condition. Oh my days. Taking time to yourself. Get the balance between being on your own and being with others, because too much of one or the other is not going to be good. Too much of a good thing is never a good thing. That applies to basically everything. Balance is the key to life. Oh my gosh. I actually feel so strongly about the idea of balance, because balance is harmony, and we need harmony, whatever the context. There are different benefits from these two situations. Number 2 is avoid too much social media. I have come to realise that too much social media is very detrimental to the way that you think and the way that you feel. And I mean, I'm a person that uses it quite a lot, because being a blogger, being a YouTuber, I want to promote myself as much as possible. I love Instagram, for example. I love sharing photos. I love YouTube. I love watching videos, and I wouldn't say I'm crazy about Snapchat, but I do have Snapchat and I don't really want to delete it. I'm not saying you have to delete all the apps on your phone. I'm saying you just need to use it less and find times when you're not on social media. In the mornings, I would not recommend going on your phone as soon as you wake up. Likewise, before you go to sleep. Those times are for you to when you wake up, really get yourself ready to start a new day, and when you go to sleep, obviously unwind and get yourself in the mood for becoming unconscious. If you're on your phone, it's just gonna stir your brain cells, it's gonna make you more awake, which is not what you want because you're going to sleep. But social media is a big outlet for social comparison, and we don't want comparison up in here, okay? It's a very bizarre thing when you think about it. I mean, we've come to see it as very normal, but it is a very bizarre thing. You're constantly looking at other people's lives. You need to concentrate on your own life. You're going through your own stuff, okay? You don't need to be watching other people go through stuff or watching other people have amazing lives, because that makes you feel like your life is not good, and that's not true, because your life is good. You have good things in your life. I would say use it for inspiration. You know, I love Pinterest, for example, because I see so many things that inspire me, get my brain whirring, but watching too many vlogs or too many videos or photos that promote materialistic things, I don't think that's very healthy. And you have to remember that social media is selective. People are going to show the good things. You're not going to be fulfilled if you're constantly watching others. Number 3 is talk to someone. I cannot stress the importance of this enough, but talking to someone is perhaps one of the most cathartic things you can do. Many people don't do it. Many people don't do it because they are ashamed, because they feel like the other person can't relate to what they're going through. But do you know what? It's not always about them relating to what you're going through. Sometimes it's just nice to have someone be a listening ear, to have someone comfort you, to have someone reassure you that you're not going crazy. Even if it's just one person, that is better than no one, because if you start bottling things up, it's just going to come back and haunt you sooner or later. No one else can tell what you're going through. You're just struggling with stuff all by yourself. What's the saying? Burdens are lighter when carried by two, or however many people you want to tell. But like I said, even if it's just one person, that's better than telling no one. It doesn't have to be someone you're even close to, or it can be someone that you're really close to, or it can be someone that you don't even know. It can be through a helpline, or through an agony aunt, or someone on the internet. If there's someone who is good at giving advice, maybe that you follow on social media, that's when social media can be a good thing. But someone will always care about you. You need to get that into your head, because even if you think there isn't anyone that cares about you, well, guess what? I do, so there you go. Talk to me. I'm here. Number 4, and the last point that I've made, is that everything is temporary. Everything is temporary. Everything is going to pass and come to an end sooner or later. Unfortunately, good things also come to an end, but bad things do too. And that is something to really remember and focus on. You have got through this before, and you're still here, so you can get through this again. Even if this time feels like worse than the last time. Every bad situation is making you a stronger person. Also, there's always going to be someone in a worse position than you, which is a sad thing, but it's a comforting thing, because no matter what, there's always going to be someone in a worse position than you. I really hope that this video managed to reach out to some of you. I really hope that this was helpful in some way or another, whether you took something small from it or whether it related to you completely. I just want to know your thoughts, so leave me some comments in the comment section, or like this video if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know what kind of videos you guys want to see next. If you want more of this kind of thing, then I'm happy to do that. I'm happy to do whatever. I'm flexible. I hope you all have a lovely week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!